We now return to Let's Play Zeus, Master of Olympus, the Trojan War. Lead Greek forces to Troy to rescue the most beautiful woman in the world. This adventure is extremely challenging and consists of 6 episodes. Yes, this one is going to be a doozy. I just watched my last series. This is going to be a pain.
The conversation at the dinner table turned from the subject of the city you were on the verge of establishing to the fair Helen, beloved of everyone in Greece, who was about to choose a husband. Odysseus said,
"Let us all swear an oath to protect Helen from harm and to support the man whom she chooses as a husband. We owe her no less. We shall name the oath after Helen's father and call it the Oath of Tyndareus."
All shouted in assent, and Odysseus administered the oath to each person. Everyone was too busy celebrating to notice that Odysseus did not take the oath himself, but the hero wouldn't have less than noble intentions. Now that the festivities are over, you must return to your land to begin building the kingdom of Aulis in earnest. Soon your city will match the cities that your friends Agamemnon, Odysseus, and Ajax lead. You can count on your friends sending you city-warming presents to help you start your city.
Okay, that's a good clue there that we're going to have a lot of storage. Okay, so as you can see here, townhouse. Basically what that means is we need to get the city pretty much all prepped and ready for the end. Like, I pretty much have to make it easy on myself. And I don't think that's actually the hardest part. The hardest part seems to be the colony missions. But to make it easier on myself, I basically have to complete all the requirements for all the missions in this adventure here in the first episode. So, let's get started. Okay, well, we're going to have to expand as much as possible. I want to have another housing block over here this time. Like, I want as many people as I can get, because this needs to happen fast. We'll see if this fills in here. How long that takes. Employees needed, I am well aware. Speed this up. Get these people in here. People. 17 still needed. Let's get them going. There. Okay. Let's now continue. Bring that down here. And let me see. So we can actually get quite a mess in here. Alright, pretty much going all the way back to here. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't leave this open. Well, now we got this whole area over here can be for the trade. We'll just do fish straight out the barrel here. Okay, and then this, let's see. I can pretty much just go straight across. Something like that. Obviously we will need a little friend. End up sending this down that way, most likely. In which case, let's undo that, because we will put it here instead. And because we now have that, there. I must be mindful of my my money situation, because what we've got right now, we can't really sell a whole lot. Got wood. Fleece? Fleece? Okay, we'll need to get the fleece started here. That will be my next bit. But first things first, we must make sure this whole food situation is taken care of. Now, how many people? 100? And even more. First thing we need actually is probably this. Where does this go? if I leave that open, see, I can have a road coming this way. I just need to be mindful of all the other buildings I'm going to need. I guess this is fine. If it isn't, we can always move it. I think this corner also has to be got. Mirror that. Chunk taken out. Sene loves you, Sparta, Sparta, Salamis. Okay. Let's get even more in here. Everyone already eats too much, I know. But if I don't want to break this mission up into several parts, it would require me to put a bit. Alright. Another thing we can do, so we've got this thing where we have to produce 64 sheaves of wheat in 1 year. That is going to require, apparently, 13 farms. Now, we want that all done all at once, but to begin with, we should at least probably get some wheat going. Again, though, we kind of also need the fleece industry set up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably do a lot of pausing just to clean things up and cut as much time off of this as I can. But I'm going to set up a little bit of sheep and at least some of the wheat so we can have a more stable food supply here. Alright, I'm running out of money here, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. Go ahead and pen some sheep in here. Gift of olive oil, good. Hopefully this whole little plateau here I can eventually... Gift of wine I can use for the sheep, but like almost immediately we need to be selling stuff here. That to be an issue.
I'm hungrier than Erisicthon. I wonder if anyone would notice if I made off with some fish.
Olive oil. I may actually need to employ people into a lot of these. In fact, this whole area here is going to supplement this. Because I'm going to build a third housing block here, and then I'm going to build the elites up here. They will be able to just wander down this cliffside, pick things up. Gift of cheese, hey. Great. This, unfortunately, we've got like 4 different partners I can use for fleece, which is great, except that just don't have the fleece at the moment. Some more up here. No, Sithica.
Worship me, the feared Hades, and your city will glisten in the sun.
Yeah, so we do have Hermes, which is what we want. We may eventually want the Gates of Hades, just so I can make money. In a quite literal sense. Gift of fish, thank you. Just let them give as many gifts as they can afford. Just to get me started out before we start giving them to people. The money situation is not great right now. Money situation is going to be very bad. Gift of wheat, postpone. Right. Well, we need money so that I can build a palace, so that I can put down tax offices and all that stuff, and It's about, aside from here, about the only thing that I will be able to make money off of right away. We can do, let's see, who's the next one? My Cine. About to lose some money here.
Coming here is like coming home. You and this city are so well loved.
Okay. Now that bronze, I can't sell to anyone at the moment. Bronze, yeah. No one will take that. So I can't just sell the things I've got. I suppose I could. Let's see, wine. I could find some partners to sell that wine off, but I can't. Oh, I can make it myself. Okay, well that's going to have to be postponed. Okay, we just made a little bit of money. We'll just start having catch-alls. And then we're going to have to... Right, the next thing I want to put in, and I should probably do it now while I've got some money. Let's put in that trade post to my Cine. And let's figure this. Let's see. Cut that short for right now. The roads will be reconfigured, but let's see if this guy can wander up. Can double my production right now, or double my sales. Okay, and we do have now a need for employees. The cheapest way to do that would just be put down a few more houses. Gets me 8 occupants. I could literally just do that. Let's do that, and that. Let's just put it. Let's just start distributing here. How is our food situation? 1,200 people is what we can support. Oh. Left the building. Not great. Once again, we're running out of money. Gift of fleece.
Stand still, Bessie. I don't want to cut you.
I'm so hungry. See, I don't know why everyone should be hungry. I guess just because the buildings themselves don't have food in them yet. The next round of purchasing, though. It does look like that's good enough. Excellent. Slightly concerned because I did allow this nonsense where he goes up here, but I guess because he makes it past the point of no return, he will circle all the way around. Gift of fish. Okay. So this will suffice for now. Should give me plenty of roadway that I can later add growers' lodges, and we can set up ourselves an industrial thing. I want to put Hermes here. The next housing block should end right about here. So probably right next door is where I'll end up having the industrial block. We're about to have a lot more people. And, okay. Well, we've sold this year's stuff.
I'm Hermes. Worship me, and some of your citizens will taste my speed.
Not entirely. We could now give the wine. Okay, we're starting to fill up again. Well, like I said, we're going to be filling in a lot of people just in storage. So the situation here calls for potentially adding in, what's it, Ethiopia? So Ethiopia buys fleece. Salamis buys fleece. It'll also buy some of that wood. I cannot make the wood myself. Putting together, well, if I could get my hands on some freaking... Okay, this is kind of a mess now. I need to reconfigure that. If I could get my hands on some marble, we could just make thing to what's his face? Hermes. Yes, Hermes. But what I think I'd like to do is put this down so that I can put a tax office down. And at least make a few pennies off of this. But I do think that perhaps the next thing ought to be expanding my sales. So let's do, well, first of all, who buys more? Damn it, stop it. Who buys more? Salamis buys 12, Ethiopia buys 12. They will also buy olive oil, which will be my next industry. So let's actually give it to Ethiopia first, and we will no doubt come along and give to all the others as well. That looks like I go there. I think overall I will have 5 trade partners. I mean, I could also do it on this side too. So that should be sufficient along there. So let's just trying to gauge. I think that would be the next one, and then that would be next closest. It doesn't matter. Space is going to be used up anyhow. Right. I should still get my 1, 2, 3 here, and then a road, so we should still be protected. I don't believe I can get this guy surrounded by walls, maybe in a later mission, at which point, whatever. Okay. So for now, put this like so. Might end up incorporating those 2 spots, so we might have to move the road over. Whatever. We will start selling the fleece here as well. Start dragging that over. Now, what do we got here? More culture. I can wait a tick, though it would increase my tax revenue. It is a pittance, and we're about to hit the new year anyhow. Gift of marble. That's exactly. I'm gonna say only marble for this one. And bronze I'd like to turn into statues. I mean, all the gifts are kind of important. I mean, we can see the monetary situation is real bad. We're probably going to end up being given some money here, and that's going to piss off somebody.
Our journey was long and
For my Sine, yes.
What do you have for me?
He'll buy a few, but that's not gonna. That might get me over to the end of the year here. That might tide me over. If it does, then it resets. That's good. And then maybe we can move some excess down here. Get this guy selling. But yeah, the money thing right now is just absolutely crazy. Really bad. Oof. Let's see. We can continue to expand upon the fleece. I mean, that's kind of like my main thing right now. Maybe I should do that again. Let's plunk down even more fleece guys. It's a couple growers' lodges. I mean, like 6 growers' lodges would probably get me fine for all my olive oil needs and all that. Fleece is going to be my major industry here. Okay, we got some money. Okay. Let's put down a few more. Should probably be sufficient. Keep them all over here. Alright. Okay, next thing. Let's see, our food situation's good here, so I can go ahead and get myself a bunch more people, but that's not the first thing I need to be focusing on. Let's see, that temple to Hermes is 9, so we will need a little bit more. We could buy 3. I mean, we don't have the money situation for that, so let's not do that. Where's our taxes? We're pulling in 3 drachma. Okay, so it might behoove me to actually do that over here as well. Get the food going. Because it will bring more people, but that really needs to be my thing. So next up, I'm gonna... Like, our food situation's tight. I think we're good there. We don't need to worry about that anymore. So, let's see. Because the other part of this is that if I can get the fleece and the olive oil, and we got plenty of olive oil, but if I can get the fleece and the olive oil going and keep them steady, and right now I have a starter set, not so much the fleece, so that's kind of why we need this. We need our own home fleece store, but we also need enough to sell as our main industry. But if I can get that going, I can set up the elites, and right now what they're going to be good for is taxes. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll set up the growers stuff. Alright. I created my little loop here. So as I said, do growers lodges, fill in more sheep, and then we'll start the industrial loop over here. Start getting that oil. So let's see, we can't sell it there, we can't sell it there. Right now it'll go straight to them. I could do wine. You know, I mean, by the time I need the wine, I can make my own wine. Like, we can grow that here. I mean, I kind of want to hang on to it just in case people are like, hey, we need wine, and then shit, you know. I think it would be a better choice to just hang on to that. Let's... I mean, what am I doing here? Let's just not be stupid about that. Except the wine here. Let's just get all the wine. We'll start the shuffle. Since wine and armor are only used by elites, I think I should have separate storehouses
Worship me, and some of your citizens
up
will
here.
taste my speed.
That way they have easier access to what will eventually be that. Yeah. Okay, and I can see we're having a food problem here. So let's see, we got 268 people coming in. Right, it may be time. Maybe time. Do want to leave a little bit open. I think, since I've filled this in with the olives, we'll see, but I can put grape here on this side of the road. I think these guys can walk through it. I hope they can. Otherwise, they'll just have to walk along the road to... But then, we'll keep another section here. So we've got the wine, we've got the olive, and then we'll put the food here. And to be honest, what I could actually do is just come way over here to a completely separate island. But we should have plenty of room. In fact, if I really wanted to, I think I could actually just farms down here. Okay, so let's get at least a couple farms into play here. It is going to take it some time. See, I need you to... Apparently they can't clip through there, so they do need to come down into here. Down into here. So now my idea of where I wanted to put that walker, it's going to pass by that. Maybe let's undo that one. And there's nothing else to... Alright. Wasting a little too much time right now. So if we need 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if all we need is 13, if all we need is 13, then we just need 4, 4, and then another 4, plus that one, and then we got it. So, or to do that this way. At least that'll be making some food. That seems to be an issue. We could expand the fishing. So that is much faster. Employees needed, my ass. Senior regard you more highly. You ought to. Another thing we can do. Come over here. Let's expand the economy. By the Salamis. Okay, I'm just going to put this one down so I can at least kind of figure out. Okay, that'll go, and then just wherever the hell you want to go here. Yeah, no. Alright. So for now, let's do that. Everything is for now. 12. Okay. Anyway, as I was contemplating here, to make some money, perhaps we should get rid of that wine. Because by the time I need it, I'll be making my own. We can liquidate some of that. I won't need to beg for it. We'll make it. So yeah, I think that's actually a better idea. Let's just go ahead. Do something with that. It's more useful to me as money at the moment. What's up? Let's see. Harvest is in January. Probably going to need a few more. Argos needs sculpture. Son of a bitch. Well, that is something also that I can do. Let me look here. We can import bronze to... Nope, we can't export the sculpture. We cannot export the sculpture. Okay, let's find out who gives sculpture so that we can butter them up. Might have to settle for bronze instead. None and nobody. Are you... What? So we've got Miletos. Shit. Well. Okay. Because I have to. Let's empty. And you are only going to get olive oil for the whole shebang. And then now we've just got to have a sculpture studio. And I may as well have it here in the loop for now. You know what? I really don't need a road going there. Not right now, I don't. Let's just have you do this. We will... I gotta have bronze. Let's see, empty that. And I gotta have sculpture. I gotta have 4 sculpture. I was hoping to use this for my own, so for Hermes. And then let's give Miletos that wine. Butter them up so we can just beg for bronze. I sure as hell can't afford to bring that in. Got 100-some people still coming in. Let's get another Grower's Lodge on this. 1,000 people. Okay, hopefully the harvest, which is in July of next year. Boy, that's a thing. Okay. We'll start putting some more people down in here. I should make it all the way there. Did you get my gift? 7 months, I just don't think this is going to happen. Yeah, we're already late on it. Maybe this was the wrong thing to do. Maybe I should have just said, fuck it. May come to regret that. But if we can put Hermes down, we can get that started, and then he'll take care of all the requests. Obviously, it'll be too late for Argos, but... So Ethiopia needs to be the next one that I butter up. We could potentially do that with Fleece. So we might still be good there. Gonna have to speed this up. Bronze? Still absolutely not enough, so I think let's just say fuck it to Argos. We will keep what we have here for my own purposes to get that temple built. Long run, I think that's going to be far better. Okay, next situation.
Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will be
Next
friendly.
situation. Okay, we've got olives now. Not very much. You. And we're gonna have some olive presses. What is that? Olive presses. Taking up 12 apiece. Okay, so now we need to come in, and we're also going to need our first culture. May as well be this guy. One, two, and okay, I think it worked. We need to get that olive press. Get the olive pressery going. Yeah, we're just not going to make it to Argos. If you send the items now, we can resume. Okay, well, still is willing to do it. But Argos, I mean, what does it even Argos do for me? Nothing in particular. Yeah, we're just gonna say screw it. Ooh, oops. Stop buying. But now, do have the ability to put it down. Just gotta clear out the way, and Hermes. Can go right up the backside. Cool. We may as well, we may as well wait because we'll need people. So we'll need the 2 sculptures, of which we've got. We need 35 slabs of marble and 12 loads of wood, of which we have wood 9. I don't believe. I am. Those 3 in here, and then we're just gonna have to butter up. So what does Ethiopia want? Do the fleece. We particularly at the moment do not have any space for said fleece set aside. And I don't appear to be making enough that everybody is selling them, but we have 200 people, so we need to bust out that fleece even more, because that is going to be... See, I knew this is why we were hanging on to it. And now it's all gone. Bitch. Okay, so what are these guys doing for... Really? Alright. See, now we're up against it. Now we're up against the timeline here. That's not what I wanted to see. 9 drachma. All right. Now we're up against it because people are going to keep asking things. That is not cool. So let's come in here. Carting shed. Sheepies. I do kind of wonder. We got a little bit of a problem with overlaps. I've thought about this in previous missions where we seem to be putting down a lot more sheep and goats. And it made me wonder if maybe like there wasn't a glitch where when they came to grab a goat or a sheep or whatever, they would pick up the whole stack that's on that tile. I don't really understand how the game renders stuff like that. Okay, we definitely can begin producing more of that. Don't need to be buying that. We've now bought 6. I've bought too many. Well, that's okay. When we are done, we will sell the excess because that is you. Yeah, we can sell the excess. That sculpture, sadly, is bored. Whatever. We'll need it for the future, perhaps. Okay. God, I have to keep this going. I have to keep it going. Let's get another carting shed up in there. And then do press. Press and press. Now I did look. I did find a... God damn it, guys. I'm trying to build up a stockpile here. Salamis now needs wine. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. The hell was I saying? I looked at the stats. Shit. What these guys produce compared to what these guys produce. And I am correct that it's not a one-to-one thing. Though I do forget the ratio. Okay, well, now I guess we are putting down grapes. And we'll just get a big old thing of that started. Now, hopefully, that doesn't block those off. So we'll probably need to expand the winer, or the grower, but yeah, then add the wine guys as well. That's not what I want. Winery. Let's see what we've got for people. 39 people. Alright. I'm going to have to now give you guys your own culture. And that can fit nicely right there. Again, I'm going to have to watch. I don't think they'll spawn there, but as they do that, they might. No, spawn from there. Helping Hand from Sparta. I lost all my money. Need to put a park. Probably need to put parks along there too. Okay, yeah, bad deal. Ethiopia. Ethiopia is sympathetic because I do not have... I may just need to buy. That's our situation here. We are actually making money. We probably will not be making too much money, though. Shit. Is anybody... I mean, you're getting fleece. You're getting a little bit of extra fleece. I may have to turn down the sell just so we can stockpile a bit more. Okay, 200 some people. We can now put wineries. We will have to start stockpiling that. But once we do, we can start selling it. And that will start making me a lot of money. Let's speed this up. 40%. As the food situation's good. Okay. Anything else at the moment? So what are we sitting at? We need to be producing the wine. Yeah, that's fine. 1,000 people in a townhouse, right? So we got to go up anyway, no matter what. But the whole point here. So I guess the next thing is what I was saying earlier, where once we get a stable supply, I can build this. Once the money situation is good too, that kind of helps. But yeah, just for tax revenue, be important. And where does that go up? It goes up right there. All right. So,
What other god can offer you a kraken?
all right, we're getting our people. Do we have any? It keeps. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to stop cutting into my own profits that way. Shit. Let's see. Gotta lower this down to 16. Well, not really. Like, I'd like the whole thing eventually, but we do need to sell. Let's sell at 12. Because I need to stop selling this much. I have to have a stockpile so that I can start giving it away. Anything else that Ethiopia wants. They do want olive oil, so maybe I can get a little bit more out of that. I could also give them a sculpture, since we'll have one excess, and I can't sell them. God damn it. I mean, we have to get this built. Shit. Let's put one more grower in here. One more carting shed. Got too little. Too little food. They are congenial. Alright, let's make sure I've got dedicated space for this. Nope, wrong thing. Slabs of marble. I guess I'll just have to run it 100%. We do have excess olives. Marble, only 9 slabs. That is absolutely not enough. I'm gonna have to buy it. Unless we have another friend who does it. I think I just looked around and didn't find them. You. At Sparta. We gotta have it. Mycenae needs fleece. A hell of a lot of fleece, too. Only 9? Damn it, guys! I can't build a temple on only 9.
What other god can offer you a kraken?
Okay, we are starting to make that wine again. Let's go ahead and start selling that. Have we not? Let's see, if I tell you to stop selling, will you export that? You dispatch now. Alright. Now you can sell. Go back to selling. We can stop stockpiling it. We still need 16 slabs of marble. They are waiting on marble. Shit. Alright. Well. Let's see. Since they both give it, let's give you one of my sculptures. Let's see how that handles things. Mycenae, Ethiopia. Nope, didn't make them feel any better about me. Could give them still a lot of my olive oil. Might push them over. Yes. Quest. Let's see what they... I mean, they'll give me 9. 9 plus the 2 is 11. That'll be enough. If they give it to me. Sorry, Argos.
My beloved hound
I was building that up and then I
over your
failed.
city.
Why am I doing this? Forgot about Salamis. I'm just pissing off all my allies. Okay, Argos. Argos is okay. We got lots of grapes. Okay, but we gotta pay attention here to how much this eats up. We should have all the material we need to finish this. 4 slabs of marble. And hopefully Hermes can now take care of all those pesky... Oh, God damn it. Well, we were working on it, and just... Alright. Hermes' refuge is complete. Alright. Left with 17 people. Get rid of you for a moment. Hopefully he can help. Let's see, we need to get another winery in here. Now, how much... Okay, we did get that. We did get that. Alright, so I guess the next thing to do is work on all this crap. Alright. Let me empty you. And this is now going to get a lot of fleece. Since we are selling it, though, I will lower this down to 16. Maybe we can get extra shit in there. I don't know. I'll have a builder here, and then once we get the next wave of people, let's get that up and ready. Once we get the next wave of people, I will put them towards the elite. And with that tax base, we should be more than enough. I would love to have a huge amount of money. Mostly because I am very, very, very afraid of one mission in particular where we need to get Zeus. Right, I'm going to have to get some story arts for these guys. Where we need to get the Temple of Zeus. Because we are going to have a gauntlet of gods come in. And, yeah, I want to just buy all the shit that I can right up front and not have to deal with it. Alright. Just going to pull one of these here.
What other god can offer you a
So I guess I could put population monument right there. Let's save it. Let's save it. Let's save it for if we desperately need it. I might need it up top. Okay, you probably don't need that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll do this one. We will tell this to be our wine, since we will be selling some of it. I guess I can also go ahead and just get a food. Ready? 36 people, 200 people coming in. Culture. Oh, another thing, I did look at the original requirements, and yes, to get to townhouse level, you need to have 3 different types of culture. So, again, baffles the hell out of me what happened where I only needed 2, and these guys were evolving to max level. Might have been something to do with the mod. Maybe. But, okay, I think... Are we backing up on the fleece here, or... It does look like it, okay. Well, I mean, maybe we could keep this topped up a little bit more then. I think then we can go back to selling that and selling that. And then I do have a little extra wood. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I mean, I thought I saw somebody who I could get rid of that marble on, but so yeah, like I don't know if it's like something with one of the updates, update patches that I downloaded a long time ago, or the mod that is doing it, but something changed it so that they've only needed 2, and that's not great. All right, well, so like if we need 1,000 to be in a townhouse, that means only one of these blocks has to go up. I think the economy is incredible right now, so I'm going to go ahead and get the elite housing set up. All right, I went through quite a bit of money, but this should do it. So much so that I now need employment. Okay. Oh. I guess we just do that here. Let's get on that. Podium. Collage. If I were to do, because that would take up... No. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. We just got to make sure they have one. Now these two are obviously going to have the 3 because of that. But, I mean, we need the people right now. Working on that 1,000. And then with all the excess people, we will... Okay. Now here's the thing. These guys are walking way too damn far. So... we can actually get quite a bit in here. This one, we're going to do a fleece, olive oil, armor, or do we want more? I do a 12 fleece, 12 there. See, I wanted large stockpiles of these, though. There's something to fill these guys in. Those 29 workers, but soon. Aristotle's one singular sensation. Where is this guy? There he is. He came from somewhere else, though. Why isn't this producing our own? There he is.
This city is more refreshing than any other city.
And its leader is the most sparkling.
This city truly is a utopia, and I can't think of a wiser leader.
Okay. Now see, I don't want you doing that. That's what I was afraid of, is that they would shortcut up this road, bypass this whole thing. I might, maybe if I swap those two. I mean, they're coming down anyway, that's fine. the main guy I was worried about there. All right. So we got 50, we got 80, we got a lot of people. Still even more coming in. Let's see. We got a grape. We can add to that. But first, what was I doing? Why was I getting so many people? Ah, right. I had considered. It occurred to me that perhaps one thing I would like to do is get the temple to Hades, so I can just start printing money. That might be worth my while. But actually, what we need to put all these people into is the wheat farm here. And we will also have to expand to have a few more granaries, at least temporarily. But with this many people, we should also get that. So, let's see. It is June. Okay, we'll put in the granaries afterward. We'll get this started now, because they're going to have a whole year of production. So we won't be able to start until January anyway, because I think, oh, we're already at 40 wheat. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. That's not something we can export, is it? Wheat. No, import only. Shazbat. It's fine, though. Okay, I'm glad this is close enough to that. We may need to, well, we will want to now, perhaps. Happiness monument available. Perhaps I should do that if I can. I don't know that I can, actually. Whom can I get bronze from? Bronze? That doesn't tell me, damn it. From Miletos. Did I not have a thing to that? I did not put a Miletos pier. Right? Need to keep an eye on that, because I still need... are we still not gonna have enough people? Well, okay, but I gotta give them... I gotta start giving them stuff anyway. Right. Oil. And then we gotta go... wheat farm. I mean, we should have more than enough wheat. This will be well beyond what I require. We can fill in the industry still. We appear to be very good on production of fleece. So let's get a very slow trickle in here to start building up armor. We won't need them right away. I guess I cannot. Guess I need to have bronze first. Or maybe... hold up. Let's just make this simplified since the armor is coming here anyway. Oops. There. We'll get that started.
What other god can offer you a kraken?
Let's go ahead, since we're not using you at the moment. It's a little bit of a waste of bronze there. The oil starts flowing. Now, are you gonna grow up? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There's no reason for it to be doing that that I can see.
This city is more refreshing than any other city.
I really can't understand why it's doing that. Alright, let's do a happiness monument right here, since we seem to be having some problems. Because if we come into the culture, we have philosophers, we have athletes. There are no actors, and there are only these two with competitors. The original documentation, the original manual, says they need to have 3 different types of culture to get to townhouse level. So I do not understand how they're managing to do that with only 2. Again, it's either one of the patches changed that, or it's the mods. Either way, it's actually kind of aggravating. Okay, well, we got an issue here now. We might end up having to have a statue in this corner. This did not do it here. if I had a statue like here, but see, we just haven't been getting enough statues. Not enough things have been happening.
Please let me fulfill an outstanding request.
Thank you. Not enough things have been happening to give us that. Oh, well, you know, one thing I could do. Oh, now, wow, really? That killed it? How about that? Really? Because that was built up, and then I deleted that, and then it reverted. What the hell? Alright, what if we put the parks back? I thought the other things were better than parks. What if we put the parks back, and we block off here? I wanted to keep this for the theater, but I don't know. If I put in another 3x, there will not be enough room. Well, so what am I missing? I'm missing a theater. Okay, so if I did put a statue here, I would hate to waste this, but it seems necessary. I can put the Actors Guild there, the actor thingy there,
What of the god?
the theater, and then I can still have one more room. Okay, that's all we got. We gotta just get the sheaves of wheat. Ah, okay, right. We probably have enough now to actually place these in. I don't even have access to them. I wasn't even... Wow. Well, when we do have access to them, we'll be able to plunk them down. But yeah, the lack of statues is really going to hurt me trying to get the appeal. Even this might not be enough. But now that I know gardens are actually better than the recreational areas, I always... Because just for the price alone, I thought that these would put more out. That is apparently not the case. That is... We still don't have that one. We still don't have that one. I don't know what to do with that. I don't want to put a thing here because I'm still anticipating putting a road up this way. Or a road out into the sand and bypassing all that. But that is interesting to note. But yeah, we don't need a theater here for some reason, which is just... It's really freaking weird. It's not what I want to see. Average access, and yet it's weird. Okay, well anyway, let me I don't even know what. Oh, we seem to have a little too many people. Well, let's just put this down. They will go here. They will go here. It's kind of far out of the way. It is now May. But the thing is, they should be producing anyway. Because that's just how they work. Like, they grow. So once this all goes, theoretically, it should be done, right? Well, we'll see at the end of the year, I guess. That's when they should flip over.
Aulis is well on its way to becoming one of the greatest cities in all of Greece. Yet there is a hint of trouble in the air. Helen has chosen to wed King Menelaus of Sparta, and the happy couple have settled into their home. While everything seems to be exactly as it should be, word around Greece is that Helen might not be safe.
Okay. Oh shoot, did I not get the armor started? I guess I didn't get the armor started. Okay. Well, anyway, that's a good start. I feel comfortable for now, at least, that we'll be able to get the next episode out quite quickly, next mission out quite quickly. But yeah, it's just getting ready for the end. like I said, like you want to basically have this whole adventure wrapped up in like the first mission, or I guess it's going to have to be the second mission. Whenever we're allowed to unlock armor and get the horses going, like we've got plenty of wheat now to support horses, so it's just yeah, man. I'm glad I got on top of that economy real quick though, because that was pretty dire. But just the name of the game, I guess, is staying ahead. So let's see if I've learned anything, and maybe I can put a lot of these people into Hades. I think we're coming back here before we go to a colony, so maybe we'll work on Hades so that I can just start minting money. Because, man, I'm telling you, I want to have like 50 grand in the bank at least, so that I can just buy all the materials that I need for the temples we'll need in later missions. But for now, I'll end this here and see you next time.